Hello and welcome to Beard Growing Pro. Today we're going to be talking about all of the things that you can do to help your patchy beard. If you're new to this channel, please remember to subscribe because I love sharing all of the tips and tricks that I've learned from growing a beard over the last couple of years, and I want to share them with you. So please remember to hit that bell notification if that's still a thing when you watch this video. All right, let's get on with the content. So you've come across this video because you are thinking you have a patchy beard. Now, the first thing I want you to do is ask yourself the question, how long have I been growing a beard? And to be honest with you, if that is less than 6 months, you need just to chill out. Beards do grow in at different lengths. Goatees go faster than the sides in my experience. Mustaches take a while to connect to the beard. So the first thing I would say to you is just chill and wait until at least 3 months. And some people are even saying 6 months before you make a decision on whether or not you have a patchy beard. It could be that you just need to wait that little bit longer. Now, no one likes to hear that, right? We are humans that like instant results. So it's not a nice thing to have to kind of come to terms with, but if you are having a little bit of a sort of crisis about your beard and you haven't been growing for 6 months, come back to this video at that point. So let's say that you've been growing a beard for a while and you've noticed that you're starting to get patches or that you're not really connecting the way you would hope. The first thing I would do is recommend that you clean up your lines. Now, along the side here, I have a thinner patch before it gets into my beard, but the lines are where it is at. If you make sure that your skin is where you want skin, right? So get a good safety razor, like a single blade safety razor, or if you're brave and want to learn a new challenge, you can get a single blade razor and make sure the lines, the cheek lines of your beard are solid. And what that does, it just gives a really sort of clear definition of where hair grows and where you don't want it to grow. And the contrast between skin and hair will make your beard look more defined and more, I guess, intentional. Patchiness appears when a beard doesn't look intentional. So make your beard as intentional as possible. Clean up the lines underneath, clean up the lines on the cheek, make sure that you're lined up. There's no fuzziness, right? Go check out my other video about my trimming and morning beard routine, and you'll notice that I just like clean lines. And I don't care if there's a hole, if as I'm turning my head or as people look at my beard, they know where I expect my beard lines to be. And that's kind of a nice way to, get around a patchy beard. There's your first tip. Okay. This one is a big one and it's a little bit more looking at you as a person as opposed to your beard. But one thing I will say is stop looking at beards that you will never be able to grow. Stop looking on Instagram at these really thick, luscious beard stash, beardy, wispy things if you are just the sort of person who cannot grow that sort of beard. The first thing about this patchiness situation is all about acceptance, okay? You can control the things you can control, which are the lines, the style, the time you wait, but you cannot control your genetics. You're born with it. Maybe she's born with it. No, that's the wrong thing. But yeah, you cannot control your genetics, so you have to make sure you just focus and put your worrying energy into the things you can control. And that is all of the things, the lines, the makeup, not the makeup, the lines, the products that you put in, whether or not you use beard oil, whether or not you use balm, and that should distract you from the beard you wish you had to the beard that you're capable of growing. And it comes down to self-love. Love your beard, love your patches, embrace them. They're what make your beard unique. So please stop comparing your beard to the one you saw on Instagram that's probably photoshopped anyway. Patchy beards look worse when they're longer. As I was saying before, your beard needs to look intentional. The moment that there's a little bit of frizziness, or the moment that there's kind of unevenness, it starts looking like your beard isn't intentional. And so you need to keep it short to make sure that you don't have a massive hole where you didn't sort of intend one to be. So you can get around shortness by fading stuff. So keeping up here, if you're struggling with your cheeks, keep that relatively, the cheek line relatively low, or keep it thin, keep it shorter, and then have the bulk of the beard out towards the front. And it really is all about working with what you have and not forcing a beard on your bad growth or your patchiness. And so yeah, make sure you stick with shorter style beards. If your beard is wispy and thin and patchy all over, then it's probably best if you just look at the options with shorter beards. Make it look intentional, make it look cool. But if you haven't got a massive patch, or you have kind of good coverage, you may just need to wait. My early beards did look patchy because as hair grows, it clumps up, it sits strange, and it does look not like an even coverage. If you're struggling with patchiness and you have got the hair, chill out. If you just don't have the hair growth, there's no hair follicles or no obvious hair growth there, look at shorter styles in that area. So skinny cheeks, long bottom, big goatee at the front. If you're missing this, maybe try a mustacheless or short mustache style beard. That will essentially help you make your beard look intentional, which seems to be the main thing. Keep it intentional. Okay, let's talk about products. The one product you 100% do not need is beard growth oils. Okay, they are snake oil for the insecure. They don't work. There's no evidence to suggest they work. So please, when you type in beard growth, you know, these marketers, these online scams, they're all about separating you from your hard-earned money. And unfortunately, they do not work. You can use products, beard balm, to hold your beard in place and make your style look intentional, but there is no oil that will make your beard grow in places where it currently doesn't. That's just not how it works. There are medications, and that's different, but there are no oils. So please stop investing money in pills, in oils that promise you to fix a patchy beard. It just does not happen. Embrace your beard, make it look intentional, and you'll be well ahead. And also, you just won't be scammed out of your money. Keep your money to make sure that you buy good trimmers. Keep your money to make sure you buy good products. That's where your beard money should be going, not on scammy products that won't actually do anything to fill in your patchy beard. Now, if you look on Reddit and type patchy beards into Google, you will see Rogaine or minoxidil offered as a cure to patchiness. Now, there are some great success stories where people have used the active component in Rogaine, which is the thinning, look, I probably need that, the thinning medication for balding men, but there's no evidence and it's not approved at the moment for use on the face. A lot of people are using Rogaine and microneedling to kind of help encourage beard growth, but leave those alone as a last resort. Not only do they only work for some people, the side effects you may experience, like nausea, vomiting, redness, itchiness, like the list goes on. You need to ask yourself, is my beard that much of a problem that I'm willing to risk my health to fix it? And to be honest with you, a lot of times the answer to that is no. You do not need to fix your face. You just need to fix your mindset that you can work with what you're given. All right, there's your warning. But that's not to say that Rogaine can actually increase growth of hair. It does. In people, there's irrefutable evidence that the hair growth is there, it's thicker, they get away from the white hairs and they grow dark hairs. But unfortunately, the moment you stop using that product is the moment your hair growth stops in that section of your face where you're applying it. So it can get expensive. So please, like I said, just accept what you've been given, and if you really must go down that route, make sure you speak to a health professional. Okay, so there are all my tips about a patchy beard. It all comes down to your mindset. Don't try to control something you can't control. Work with what you're given, and there are a whole range of styles, beard products that will help you cover up a patchy beard, but nothing will make your hair grow in places that it shouldn't. Don't fight your genetics, but work with what you've got. If it's patchy in area, keep it shorter there. Keep your beard looking intentional. That's what this beard growing thing is all about. Make sure you love your beard because you're the person who looks at you the most. Okay, if that information was useful, please remember to subscribe because that helps me a lot and I love it. And I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments what other advice you've got for a patchy beard. I'd love to hear it. And get in my beard.